What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, Ed wants me to bury 2 of the 3 arms in the ground, and that's fine. I get it, but I just want to put better leadership in that first store, and because I can only be there 1 day a week, I can't be there often. So I want to put better leadership in that store, and/or coach up the leader that I have there now, and hopefully get them back on point because. It's 36 years of history. I'm not saying that sometimes you don't have to just let something die, but
Alex Hormozi exposes what this business owner needs to do in order to save his dying store, as Alex Hormozi has a solution to fix the leadership problems that are plaguing him and keeping him back from success. So like and subscribe as we follow financial distress and how to get out of it. Now let's check it out.
I sell golf clubs to angry men, and yeah, a lot of that.
Unbreakable?
And,
Adamantium golf clubs.
Just kind of, it's a lot of anger. But anyway, did 2.4 this last year.
I've seen plenty of guys lose their mind over a bad shot. They will absolutely try and break those.
5 years ago, I lost my focus and decided to overexpand, and I have... you should probably put my picture up on that piece of paper right there. But anyway.
Mine is there too. So
so I have one retail store that's been open for 36 years, one that's been open for 5 years. At the 5-year split, when I did the second location, I had a key man that was amazing that allowed me to then go off and start the second one myself. I also have an internet business warehouse, all that kind of stuff. So the problem now is that over the last 3 years, my sales in my original location have slowly trickled down while the one where I'm at is growing rapidly. My guys are telling me, it's the market, it's politics, it's tariffs, it's, recession, it's all this stuff, and that's why we can't sell it. We've sold to everybody in our market. We're saturated, which is BS, right? There's no way they've saturated.
So obviously that's
right.
Not true.
So we're an hour and 45 minutes apart, and here's where the crux of the question comes. The location that I'm at is in a tourist town, beach, lot more money, disposable income. People don't have a problem paying for our goods and services. The other location is in a much more blue collar area, old, whatever. And so they're using that as an excuse and telling me that, we've tapped the market, we've saturated, these people won't spend money.
Is the key man no longer there?
Right. He left.
Oh, done. That's it. Yeah. You're missing under talented.
Yeah.
So it was a logical decision at the time, because you were appropriately talented, as in the guy was good, and then you left, and you did another thing. Things are good. He left. Now it looks like overexpansion because it's like the guy's not there anymore. So I think the question is like, what would you like to do?
Like that right there, that's why you need to train your replacement up to the same standard, because good help is so hard to find. It's so hard to find. And especially in this day and age with, population differences and everything, it's going to be harder to hold on to keep and find and then keep good quality talent. And that's why, you're going to have to pay them more. You're going to have to do something to hold on to these people, because it's going to be harder to find talent. It's going to be harder to find able bodies, people who are skilled in doing the thing that you need them to do. So if you ever find someone like that who is, man, this guy is great, whoever this is, man, you got to appreciate them. You got to show them love. You got to pay them well. You got to make them feel like they're a part of the team, that they're doing well. You have to hold on to them any way you possibly can, because the cost of trying to replace someone like that can be so great, if even possible, especially in this day and age.
Well, Ed wants me to bury 2 of the 3 arms in the ground, and that's fine. I get it, but I just want to put better leadership in that first store, and because I can only be there 1 day a week, I can't be there often. So I want to put better leadership in that store, and/or coach up the leader that I have there now, and hopefully get them back on point, because it's 36 years of history. I'm not saying that sometimes you don't have to just let something die, but we're the market leader in that market, and there's no reason why we shouldn't. We're only a little bit off of our sales from a couple of years ago, but we're not growing. And not growing is dying, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. So options, right? So you have get one of the guys who currently work for you at your hot location to move over. Get somebody who's at the old location, who's a quote leader there, to step up. A little tougher. And then you have kill everything. So what stops you from taking somebody from your current high performing location? Because you can always take up the slack if it's you there because you're there, right? And they've seen how this one's humming and working and what you're doing behind the scenes. Because I'll bet you if you had fresh eyes when boss isn't there, you'll find out quickly if you have a stud from location 2 going back to location 1 that they'll tell you like, oh, they're not even insert thing that's obvious that they're not doing to make money.
Right. So the reason why I can't do that now is because my key man at the new location is leaving tomorrow when I get back to move to Atlanta. So so now I have to go higher for that. The other guy I lost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And we've just
haven't really placed him.
Yeah.
So what's really interesting about this, and I didn't say this earlier, but I'm very little talking to whoever's asking the question, and I think more of like talking through the person to everybody else here. One of the like business will be limited by your ability to attract talent. And the longer I've been in business, the lower my bar for tolerance has been, and the higher my bar for excellence has become. And so the best talent is always in the future. And that's what I always have to remind myself, that every single time, and you think it's not true, but like when I look back at my team from 3 years ago to now, I'm like, my God, my team is so much better now. And at that time, 3 years ago, I was like, my God, this team is so much better than it was 3 years before that. And so the crazy thing is that 3 years from now, I will look back on the team that you guys met today and be like, my God, I can't believe that was the team. And so what's interesting about that is that the bar only should go one way. And so it sounds like you had it right, like, and maybe it was like you got lucky with the key man guy, but it's how do we repeat the successful action, which may mean that like not being okay with the mediocrity is the thing that's limiting the business. And especially in a brick and mortar, it's half service, half products.
It's probably 75% product, 25% service.
Got it. But the culture of the store is still going to be dictated by the leader, right? What he or she determines to be good enough or acceptable in terms of effort. And so you obviously have a standard, and that's why that store is, cranking. But you're definitely in, a hard spot. So I'm not going to pretend like, okay, everything's going to be great. But
like in something like this, I mean, like I said, it's hard to hold on to people, but when you get someone new, you definitely need someone who's energized, someone who wants it. And the biggest thing is you got to give them a reason to do it. Look, people have all sorts of different reasons for taking their jobs. Maybe they love the job. Maybe they are just really good at what they do. Maybe they're a family man, and he's got people to support. Like they're always going to have different reasons, and they're never going to be the same emotional type of person if they look at like, this is my passion or whatnot. But the biggest thing is if you want someone to do something that you need them to do, you just got to give them a good enough reason to do it. You have to give a good enough incentive to get the thing that you want. And there's nothing wrong with having standards while at the same time, like, hey, if I'm going to pay you this, I want this done, this done, this done, this done, and I'm willing to help you and support you do that. I'm not trying to be your enemy. I'm trying to be here to help you be the best person that you can be. Like if you put everything in a constructive mindset to where it's not like, you're looking over their shoulder. They have to be constantly worried about what their boss is going to do. But this is a building environment. You want to be here. Make it that type of place to where it's like, you're not going to get treated this good anywhere else. And I'm taking care of you. I mean, you want to build that loyalty and appreciation for the position. And as long as you attach that with standards that need to be done, that's really what you need to do. So, I mean, first of all, yes, he got to find some people. He's got to get someone in there. I mean, but as long as they have the rest of the foundations, you leading the place, the culture and the mindset, and giving them proper incentives to do what you need them to do, that's how you're going to keep them there and keep them energized to want to keep doing what you need them to do.
But you actually are more similarly in this position in the swamp because your profit margin that you have right now, you're going to have to bet on the other location to keep it alive. Hopefully that was inspiring. Well, it's like you have this much cash. It's like you got this much cash. You have to be at the one because the other guy's leaving. You have a hole there. We either kill it or we have to invest money into it. Yeah. I would just encourage you to keep the bar as high as possible. And I would say that the inkling that I've gotten when I hire now is I need to be pulled rather than thinking like I'm in pain. I want to stop this pain. It has to be, fuck, I really want this person. And like it's an easy reminder that I put like on my computer if I'm doing it like a Zoom call or whatever, is that I have to want the person, not I have to want the pain to go away from not having a person. It's a tiny nuance, but it really shifted in terms of what my caliber of interest was.
Yeah, your perception is going to make a bigger difference than anything else. Your outlook, how you look at everything. It's so easy to get into a fearful mind state, into like, oh, I got to cut this, I got to cut this. But the whole point of like, even what this guy was talking about, if you're not growing, you're dying, and he wants to grow, he doesn't want to die. So you have to be in a growth mindset. You have to be in an opportunistic mindset, because it's so hard to get out of that fearful mentality to where you feel like the walls are closing in, the bills are getting higher. Like, you have to think bigger. You have to outthink your problem, and it's really hard to do. And that's why business is difficult. It's not easy. I mean, it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of tough choices, and especially when a bind like this, you've just lost 2 key people. You're really in dire straits. I mean, what you need is help. You need quality. You need an incentive to attract the person that you need to be there. But if his numbers, if he knows it's there, if he knows the money's there to be had, all he needs is the person. So long as he can get the leadership in there, it'll be fine. So if he gives the right incentives, he finds the right person, the rest he can train and he can put them in, and it'll be fine. But yeah, staying out of that bad mindset, that's going to be the hardest part for this guy at first. But it totally can be done. Folks, thanks for watching. Let me know down below, what advice would you give this guy? If this were you in this position, how would you handle this? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.